Welcome back. Corbin Fraser here with this week's biggest stories, and it's another wild one here. Trump's new tariffs triggered a market meltdown. Wall Street looks like it's about to flood trillions into crypto, and Bitcoin's hash rate just hit an all-time high. And then we've also got the US is launching a sovereign wealth fund. It might hold Bitcoin, might hold other shitcoins. We'll see. Meanwhile, Elon Musk is slashing federal spending. Lawmakers are reshaping crypto policy. Coinbase, they secured UK approval, and stablecoins are surging again. So let's break it all down. First off, we've got Trump's new tariffs. They triggered some chaos across the global markets this week, slamming crypto, stocks, boosting gold. Bitcoin tumbled down to around like $91,500, while Ethereum, Solana, and even XRP and the wider crypto market saw even sharper losses. The whole cryptocurrency market saw its largest ever liquidation event, with perhaps as much as $10 billion in leveraged positions gone, just wiped out completely. More than the COVID crash, more than the FTX collapse, more than Terra Luna. It was a weird day. Traditional markets followed suit with Nikkei, Kospi, and the Euro Stoxx 50 plunging. Analysts warn of a prolonged trade war, but see this like buy the dip potential in crypto. Meanwhile, gold hit a record $2,800 per ounce of that juicy yellow stuff. On the flip side, we've got Wall Street. They could flood crypto with trillions as Trump's executive orders cements the whole mainstream adoption of crypto. Now, that's according to Bitwise CIO Matt Hougan. He's saying that the order prioritizes U.S. crypto growth, clears regulatory pathways, and it proposes a national crypto stockpile. So Hougan believes the traditional 4-year cycle could break, accelerating institutional adoption. Now, he's predicting that Bitcoin could double to $200,000 per Bitcoin this year, with any pullbacks being much shorter and less severe than previous cycles. Now, Trump's new sovereign wealth fund, which may include Bitcoin, signals a major shift in U.S. fiscal strategy. So the executive order establishes a federal sovereign wealth fund to consolidate national reserves. So you've got this guy, crypto czar David Sachs, the PayPal guy. He's set to outline its scope. And then you've got global sovereign wealth funds like those in Bhutan, Norway, and Singapore. They've dabbled in Bitcoin. And then you've got the U.S. now officially entering the game. This could redefine its role in like global markets. So it's one that we're watching very closely with Bitcoin.com news. Now, U.S. lawmakers just launched a powerhouse crypto working group to shape policy and keep digital asset innovation in the U.S. So led by Senate and House leaders and AI/crypto czar David Sachs, the PayPal guy I just mentioned, the group aims to craft clear regulations that protect investors while fueling economic growth. Now, their goal is a unified framework for that cements America's leadership in digital finance. So it seems like they're trying to avoid pushing all the innovation and all the fun stuff overseas, which is where most of crypto still happens. Trying to bring it back to the U.S. burger stand. So also the SEC is shaking things up going forward. Attorneys must get commissioner approval before launching formal probes. So this is a major shift that could slow investigations. This move comes as the agency pivots to a more crypto-friendly stance under acting chair Mark T. Uyeda, reversing aggressive enforcement policies from the Gensler era, which, as we all know, was quite extreme. With Trump's influence looming, the SEC appears to be streamlining its approach while still keeping an eye on crypto fraud. Now, Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, is pushing $4 billion in daily spending cuts, aiming to slash the federal deficit from $2 trillion to $1 trillion by 2026. Now, Elon Musk claims that this could lead to zero inflation, calling it a super big deal. So DOGE, created by Trump's executive order, has already cut $1 billion per day by reducing wasteful government spending, cutting DEI programs, blocking improper payments and some very sus payments that everyone's kind of scratching their chin over, saying, sure smells like fraud and stealing. But Musk warns that without serious reforms, Rising government debt could lead to economic collapse. Now, Elon is also calling for a massive reset of the US tax code, arguing that it's torturing Americans with excessive complexity. Now, MicroStrategy paused its Bitcoin buying spree and halted Class A share sales, as confirmed by Michael Saylor. Now, the company holds over 470,000 BTC, valued at $30 billion, acquired at an average price of $64,500 per Bitcoin. Now, the decision comes amid Bitcoin's price drop to $91,500, influenced by market reactions to Trump's tariff policies. Now, despite the pause, MicroStrategy's BTC holdings remain up 47%, while its stock has gained 125% since September. So for those of you who bought the dip during this whole chaos and profited off of that, congratulations. You out-traded MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor, so salute to you. Now over to Asia, and India is rethinking its crypto regulations as global policies shift. Economic Affairs Secretary Ajay Seth confirmed a fresh review of discussion paper influenced by the US's evolving stance under Trump. So with SEC leadership changes and talks of Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset, India may reconsider its strict tax policies, which currently stifle quite a bit of innovation and make it, how do we call it? It's a terrible experience to use crypto in India. Indians are getting screwed by their government. So, however, no official timeline has been set for these regulatory updates, and I'm not holding my breath. India's, man, I feel bad for Indian folks. There's a lot of whiplash, one day it's fine, one day it's not. We'll see. Thailand's SEC is embracing blockchain. They're planning a blockchain or distributed ledger technology-based debt trading system to modernize capital markets. So the regulator has already approved 4 digital asset projects and is in talks with firms about tokenized fundraising. So future regulations will support electronic securities with a shared ledger connecting all trading platforms. Now, Thailand's SEC, or their version of the SEC, is also launching an open API data platform to boost investor access to market insights. Now, over to the United Kingdom, Big Brother. That place. And Coinbase has secured UK regulatory approval, becoming the country's largest registered digital asset provider overnight. Now, this Financial Conduct Authority registration allows Coinbase to expand its crypto and fiat services, reinforcing its position in the UK market. The exchange sees this as a key step in its global expansion strategy, highlighting the UK's growing role in financial innovation. So with a focus on regulatory compliance and mainstream adoption, Coinbase aims to onboard 1 billion users into crypto while ensuring strong security and stability. Now, I'm just going to say it. The UK is a wasteland for financial innovation. The only people who can get in to innovate are the Coinbases. You got to be armed to the teeth with a treasury bigger than God's dick in order to get in there and actually get registered and get approval. It's complete chaos. If you're like a international crypto company, they've made it so horribly difficult to operate out of the UK as a international company. Even self-custody wallets like Bitcoin.com's wallet have had issues with the UK. So don't have much good things to say about the UK. It's kind of, it's crap. So hopefully Elon Musk, when he's done murking all of the inefficiency across the US, I would hope that he takes his sights on Canada and the UK, because that whole side of stuff, specifically the UK, oh my God, it's so bad. It's so bad. So yeah, if there's some UK regulators that are kind of thinking, oh crap, man, maybe Elon Musk or some other like UK version with a fancy accent drinking his tea, he's going to come in and like clean house on like our inefficiencies. Well, maybe fix these inefficiencies before that new Caesar emerges, and maybe you can save your job, because whatever you guys are doing out there, it's terrible. It's terrible. All right, so Uncle Corbin here with a public service announcement. So while it's bullish for Bitcoin and crypto that Coinbase is deploying its considerable resources to help onboard the masses, it's also important to remember that Coinbase is a centralized cryptocurrency exchange. So when you get your Bitcoin and crypto through Coinbase, what you actually have is a claim to some Bitcoin and crypto that Coinbase holds on your behalf. And there's a lot of scenarios where that situation doesn't play out in your favor. So these include Coinbase going bankrupt, Coinbase bowing to the regulatory pressure to seize your assets from the UK overreach, which, as I said, is insane. Coinbase disrupting your ability to move or use your Bitcoin and crypto when you need it most. So for instance, if you need to withdraw it or access it really quickly, or you want to tap into some yield and they won't let you withdraw it because you've got to do a basic giant self-audit to prove that you're not a scammer. So there are also important privacy implications as well. So for all of these reasons and more, if you're looking at Bitcoin and crypto as a long-term way to secure your financial future, you'll probably want to consider using a solution that empowers you to actually hold your Bitcoin and crypto on your own person. And that's what we're doing here over at Bitcoin.com. So we believe that self-custody, where you and you alone have complete control of your assets, that's absolutely essential. You can earn Bitcoin right now at about 20% APY through smart contracts. It's all fully self-custody, right? So I'm rooting for Coinbase. I think they're a great company. I love Brian Armstrong, but I also don't want people to get burned, having your money on an exchange more often than not sucks. So do your own research. Maybe check out some of our educational resources on Bitcoin.com. We've got a getting started section out there, and come to your own conclusion on what's best for your financial security. But UK sucks. Back to the news. The stablecoin market surged by $14.5 billion in January, pushing the total supply to $217 billion. Now, Sky Dollar, which is like the former DAI US, but it's now USDS, they led the pack in terms of month-over-month growth with a 116% jump to $2.6 billion in total supply, while Resolve USD rose 76% to around $500 million in total supply. Now, meanwhile, the second biggest stablecoin by total supply, which is, of course, USDC or Circle, they've climbed 22% to $53 billion. And with stablecoins fueling liquidity, the big question is how far is that whole market going to go? So speaking of high, we've got Bitcoin's hash rate. They just hit an all-time high. So hit a high of 840 exahash per second. So even as Bitcoin dipped below $100,000 to a low of around 91K, miners enjoyed a brief drop in difficulty, which sped up the block times to 9 minutes and 17 seconds instead of the typical kind of 10. But that won't last. Difficulty set to jump by 7.6% in the next retarget. So with hash rate nearing 1 zettahash per second, that's a big number. Bitcoin mining continues pushing into this whole uncharted territory. So one to watch. Now, switching gears, and crypto-powered travel just got better. So Travala just got teamed up with Travago. They're letting users book hotels with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and over 100 other digital currencies. So this move integrates over 2.2 million accommodations into Travago's platform, making crypto-friendly bookings easier than ever. So with almost 80% of Travala's transactions already settled in crypto, mainstream adoption in travel is picking up speed. And for our final story of this week, we have a big announcement from TON. TVM Ventures just launched a $100 million fund to fuel DeFi payments and security on the Telegram-linked blockchain. So with TON aiming for 500 million on-chain users by 2028, this move sets the stage for massive growth. Now, last year, TON hit 1 billion transactions, and with Telegram's 900 million users, the ecosystem is primed for expansion. But we'll see how that all unfolds. We're big supporters of Pavel and the Telegram gang. And I feel like they got done dirty with the whole TON stuff and the SEC earlier. So I'm sure they're going to be moving at a much faster pace now that the US's SEC has kind of calmed down. They're a little bit more chill now. We like chill. Be chill. Be supportive of innovation. But that's a wrap for this week. Lots of massive moves. Lots of market chaos. The crypto landscape, it's always evolving fast. So 2025 is already shaping up to be a bit of a game changer. So hit like, subscribe, do the follow thing, share this thing, drop your thoughts in the comments, share it to your family and friends, tell them Bitcoin's still cool, shill that, that's cool. And join our socials for more updates, and we'll catch you guys next time. See you later.